But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiao Cho, I found you.
Either that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiao Cho, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borison? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borison. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
How can Hulay possibly hunt us down? But we have the advantage in numbers, right?
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Lawfu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Ancient, do you not read your history?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hulay is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Lawfu right before the Wardance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position.
Where do the Borson want to go? Is Stargazer and Navalia the most likely place for them to come to?
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A star skiff to get us out of the Lawfu. The Borison we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borison and corner our prey.
Okay.
This is where we ran into the Borison last time. It looks the same as usual.
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
Will the Borson know something? Ancient may have alerted the Borson?
If Yanqing hadn't scared them off, we would not have many clues. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borson wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borison here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
Yeah, maybe the guy behind there.
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived here. Then there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members. And obviously, he is not following the rules.
Okay, let's kill them all.
Lastly, There's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Lieutenant Yenxing and General Fishao?
You're aware of the Borison prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Choose location.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenxing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yenxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
He sounds very honest. It's hard to say if he really is a traitor.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
Dude, the two of them look like lost tourists.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Lafu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borison?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Oh, no questioning.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Yenxing.
Is Stargazer Navalia on lockdown now?
No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue.
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the Wardance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer seems quite obvious.
Staff members from the Skyfaring Commission, Cloud Knight Soldier, a craftsman from the Artisanship Commission. Staff members seem irritated. The Cloud Knight is watching Starskiff, and the craftsman is checking on unregistered construction. It might actually be the Cloud Knight Soldier.
I believe he was just slacking off. In my opinion, the staff members from the Skyfaring Commission appear more suspicious.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knights' plans.
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
Alright, fine, I was wrong. Even though the night watching the Starskiff from here is a bit weird.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now, I'm asking you a question, so answer me. Tell me, How many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoqing. What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
Recalibrating. No dirty tricks,
Don't catch up.
Watch your head. Stand in position. Attack!
Until everything burns to ash!
That should be easy.
Set the seas ablaze!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I hit the mark.
My oath is to a solitaire. Wretched and fleeting.
This is more than a battle. Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up.
Set the seas ablaze!
Wait, why is that one still alive?
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this! Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want, but I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
Yeah, she's
This is
pretty
the
cool.
most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borison get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them.
Wait, you're Borson? But you're Foxian, right?
Not all Foxians are lucky enough to be born on a Xianzhou ship. I grew up in one of the worlds where Borison roam, known as the Fallen Territories by the people of the Yaoqing. To the Wolf Masters, Foxians are nothing but property. Cannon fodder used to slow down the Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing. If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
Please, save me.
What's going on now?
I want to live. Doctor!
Xiao, find the medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Boris Beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Oh, her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Zhao Cho?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borisan bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle. Turns out it's all because of her Borisan bloodline. Mutt. Despicable mutt.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borisan! Ah. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borisan, to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast, is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death.
Okay, so she's half Borson. And she was on death's door when she tried to trigger her beast form. That's surprising. But it looks like she lived, which means her illness must come from that.
Oh, with the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer?
All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you. I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws and your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of rainbow. Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle and dive back into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation, all the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason: witnessing your death with my own two eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance and a fully cured Fei Shao.
Wait, is your plan to have her eat the heart?
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardance will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisan dignity?
Definitely a Foxy Starscream and a furry Megatron relationship.
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisan Pax, there's still hope.
Hope? The Borisan have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisan will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts.
Oh, that's not good.
Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
That will not good.
Xiao.
Moza. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xiangzhou La Fu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey. Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. It brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory.
And now we're playing March.
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the Wardance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst.
Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
What did I come to do? I'm here to be the ringmaster on behalf of Master Yang Qing. I'm here to ensure the safety of the Wardance.
Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here?
She's definitely picking up some cues from the Trailblazer.
Look around you. Do you remember anything?
Memories of falling from the sky into Taikian Stadium have come flooding back to me. We came to compete, didn't we?
Great. You finally gotten your memory back. And I can put down old metal. As the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a lawful swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yanqing as the ringmaster.
But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huaiyan.
Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Lafu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Okay.
Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that will give me a little confidence?
March, think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today, right? Don't you feel a lot more relaxed looking at it that way?
Master Yunli, I think I should drop out of the contest.
There's so much pressure. Oh, my stomach is really hurting. Maybe I should just drop out of the contest.
You made a promise to my grandfather and now you want to run away? Get out there, now!
Yunli, you're no help.
Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
So this is the Sky Splitter? It looked quite impressive from the ground where I was on duty, but now that I'm on board, it just doesn't seem as big as I imagined.
Oh, and how big did you imagine this impressive Sky Splitter to be? This big? This big, maybe?
Let me think. I'd expect at least a 4-hour journey by star skiff to the spectator seating from here. Otherwise, it's simply not impressive enough.
Wouldn't that be too big for no good reason? You're daydreaming about stuff that ain't gonna happen. I kinda think this place is a bit cramped too.
The bigger, the better. If you ask me, the Sky Splitter is nowhere near big enough, and there are nowhere near enough cannons.
This warship used to have loads of cannons.
Either way, I thought that the Sky Splitter would be absolutely huge, so it's not quite how I imagined it.
Are we going or not?
I could always punt him off the ledge here. No. I can throw him out and then he can see how big it is. How big is this place? Ooh. Got some decent amount of waypoints.
Miss Yun Li, Miss March, this way, please.
I changed my mind. Just kidding.
I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you personally. The news that you will
be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yanqing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
What's a young beauty of the Astral Express? Users have no right to ask my name.
March 7th, a young beauty from the Astral Express.
All right. When people ask you, you might as well tell them this loud and clear.
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face. Miss Yun Lee's contestant information was registered for the Wardance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of the necessary procedures for you, Miss March 7th. Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe.
Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall. So, this is the contestant hall.
There are so many people.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people.
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Master Yun Lee is very strong. Has a fiery temperament. Doesn't have good taste.
Master Yun Lee's weapon looks so thick and heavy. I don't think you have very good taste.
I asked you to make predictions about your opponent's combat style. No one asked you to criticize my dear old metal. Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out.
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else, after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants' hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's see, who should I ask first?
Curious to see who's here. This looks like a bunch of nobodies.
Wonder how much mung bean soda we can...
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all.
Porter, puncher.
Oh, you're March 7th. The stand-in for Lieutenant Yanqing, correct?
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
Renegade mode, puncher.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind?
Of course, actually, I'm just here to learn about my opponents.
Oh, great! First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yanqing is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yanqing is seriously injured. Is this true?
It's true. It's not true. You yourself said this, that this was just gossip. I'm tired of you, sick. I keep thinking of Mass Effect. It's true. It's not true.
My apologies. This was very unprofessional of me. I see that Lieutenant Yanqing has his own affairs to tend to. Then, let us look forward to seeing a valiant performance from you, Miss March. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular?
There are?
May I ask who that might be?
Maybe Xushang?
Xushang? Who is that? I feel like that's a name I've seen a lot online recently. Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
I just gave Xushang publicity.
Thank you very much for accepting my interview.
Was there something you wanted to ask me?
Carefully serve the sword. They don't have a sword. Do you have any weaknesses?
If I had to think of a weakness, well, whenever I open my mouth, I make things awkward. Does that count as a weakness? Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss March 7th and Miss Yun Lee. I'm actually not a contestant. I'm just here as a security guard.
Ah, so that was a little bit awkward. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair winds and calm wolves.
Okay, kick him in the crotch. It's a wolf.
Another awkward pause. I knew it. Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
Wolves raves. I guess.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood.
And then chuck him out of the window, because he's definitely a person. Okay, so we got the Naruto Club over here. Martial artists, I guess.
I heard that a swordmaster from the Shenzhou Druming is going to challenge Lieutenant Yanqing at this war dance. Who do you think will win in the fight?
Can you give me your analysis?
Ooh, juicy gossip.
Lieutenant Yanqing, obviously. His swordsmanship is on a whole other level. I was fortunate enough to see him in person, using his flying swords to capture a criminal in Starskip Haven. I reckon just a few swift strikes and...
Goodness! Isn't that the Xianzhou Juming's contestant, Miss Yun Lee?
Just a few swift strikes, and the Juming Swordmaster will have him on his knees.
Good save, I guess. Ooh, shopping center.
There's no need to rush to the ring just yet. Let's get to know your opponents around here first.
This doesn't look like the ring. It looks like I can get free popcorn. But March 7th wants popcorn. Any other gossipers? Guess not.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yanqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to the Yao Qing.
This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
Carefully serve their weapon. Oh, I am March 7th.
That's right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
The first round
I
of
guess.
the Wardance is about to begin. Are you feeling okay, March?
Me? I'm fine. As soon as I saw all these people gathered here, I suddenly felt weirdly relaxed.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of nobodies compared to you. These contestants all seem very reliable. I don't really feel anything special.
Just make sure to maintain this composure when you go in the ring.
I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy. I don't feel as nervous as I did before.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring?
I want to keep learning about my opponents. I want to see what the ring looks like.
I knew it! Let's go.
Popcorn. And cute burgers. Knowing March 7th, you probably want to take a photo. And apparently I can still learn about contestants. Then who's left? But what the? It's because she spends so much time with Sylvan that March 7 has the urge to interrogate the bench. March 7 visits Sylvan, and her mental condition isn't that bad. If there's anything you want to ask her about March 7's rationality, will come back. The bench remains silent, having witnessed the presence of many a formidable figure, including the once-renowned sword champion of the Wafu. The bench gazes at March 7th back, leaving behind a drop of sweat.
That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on, I want to see what the ring looks like.
Alright, Yunli. Clearly you don't know a formidable bench when you see one. Ooh. Soda and alcohol, I guess. Just.
Shiny! Walk through here. We'll be able to see the Wardance's official venue.
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yunli, I'm getting nervous again. Can I really do this?
Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time.
Almost time for what?
Battle.
As soon as I think about the mission General Huayan gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy. What do I do, Master Yunli?
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the atmosphere and prepare yourself. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was also part of Grandpa's orders.
I wonder how Master Yanqing is doing over there.
Hey, focus.
Back to the Trailblaze.
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General.
You two, follow me.
Could have just said that in your text box.
Ward's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
Could that mean...
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
He's been taken out.
All of you, get out of my way.
Over there is Mose.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
Bait.
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hule ordered us to remain here, just to see. If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borison, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Die, you lovely beast! Die!
Look at face shall be playable.
Save your breath.
Until everything burns to ashes! Firefight to live!
Think you won? Sure, I'll play along. For my dead. No return for all of you.
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Fight to live!
Easy.
Wardza, are you okay?
Just his pride.
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou. Hule was more cunning and powerful than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? With a one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Luofu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover Borison that we haven't sniffed out, Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou Luofu?
By affecting everyone.
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borison. I've seen him convert a Foxy into a Borison wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across the Luofu and stir up panic.
You're saying that there will be attacks over. Evacuate all the Foxians immediately. No, that would be bad.
He wants to encircle us in one fell swoop. This beast is truly unpredictable.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors until further notice.
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hule succeeds in getting this panic to spread...
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing after them. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the Luofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scouring every inch of the Lawfu for signs of an attack until we exhaust ourselves. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They hide an object under one of several bowls, then move the bowls around and have you guess which one the object is underneath.
Wait, several?
The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection. No matter what Hulei does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Lawfu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
And the only ship he is able to see is the Sky Splitter.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always questions that we will ask ourselves, but never be able to answer. Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off any regrets.
Oh, you could just send reinforcements there.
There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemies' movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong path. We must make a decision, no matter what. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe on the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wildza to go in search of Jiao Cho.
Leave it to me.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Sky Splitter.
If Hulei does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
Cloud Knights! The Borson have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borson to succeed with their plan? Be on your guard. Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borson attacks.
Fei Shao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Yeah, finally, roleplay time. After Fei Shao uses her technique, she grants herself a moment speed boost and will pull enemies along her as she travels. The more enemies are pulled, the higher the damage upon entering battle.
There you are, Fei Shao. Madam Yukong. After 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the Lawfu. Try not to go too wild.
I don't spoil my fun.
Let's see.
All together!
Okay, she just practically one-shots them.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
You didn't even have a chance.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Arum Alley. I will prepare a Starskiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hule has created. I know Zhao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately. Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
Everyone, out of the way!
Well, Fei Xiao's pretty damn strong. Right now she's sick.
Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this.
Well, it's war. What do you
She didn't
expect?
even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Zhao Cho's whereabouts.
What happened just now? Is he still alive?
He has to be. A retainer like myself is nothing more than an insignificant shadow who stands by the general's side. But Zhao Cho is different. Without his careful treatment, the general wouldn't even be here today. Hopefully, he can use that silver tongue of his to buy himself enough time. Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know. I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information we need.
Okay.
What a terrifying attack.
Hey, Foxy Starscream.
Imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave. So decisive. So brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the Warhead has his eyes on her.
That's the fact that you still draw breath after an attack like that.
I remember you, Mock Talk. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Jiao Cho?
Save your energy, Yao Qing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. I lived as a hunter for many years, yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. However, his existence has brought light back to our once blind eyes, like the moon of Verdantia. He has shown me the way. The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another. We were no longer wolves. We were no more than rats, living a dirty and pathetic life. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yao Qing man. Show me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
You don't look that impressive.
How honorable, you mangy dog. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Till I see
it boils in my veins.
Bust. Resurgence? You think you can still pillage and murder freely, as you did 1,000 years before? Xinzhou Yangqing will ensure that this is nothing more than your dying fantasy.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Fight! A streak like this will set me running!
Yes.
Let them get messed up. Let's improvise.
my guiding light. Beauty is eternal.
Set the seas ablaze!
I must hold on.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Until I will protect all beauty.
The Borisin resurgence shall come.
You're very
no matter
pathetic.
how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Ah, crap, he's got phone calls.
Hule, your declaration of war is over. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Xiao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not over yet.
Stand down, Watsa. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xanmoas must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be that your grand achievements were enough to convince everyone to keep their lips sealed?
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borisin. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the Sky Splitter. Before you arrive, I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate the ship with the sheen of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless the Xiangzhou is.
Swordmaster March has anything to say about it.
Then I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the Borisin Resurgence. Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me or die at my hands. This is the path that I have prepared for you.
I accept your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
Now we're gonna be. When is this Wardance gonna start?
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. That's easy for my grandfather to say. But this mission doesn't seem so simple anymore. The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the others are doing. According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if they've discovered anything. Maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts. March is in the contestants' lounge right now. I wonder how her preparations are coming along. March, it's me, Yunli. Are you okay?
What are you doing?
Just a moment. I'm coming. She's still a nervous wreck. You still seem nervous. I wasn't this nervous before. It's just being alone in this lounge, I can't stop thinking about everything. I mean, not only are we taking part in the Wardance, but we have such an important mission to carry out as well. March, calm down.
Don't worry about your mission. I am here to help you.
Don't worry about your mission. You have me here too, right? I know my grandfather said that you must represent the Luofu as the ringmaster. But don't let that intimidate you. Ask yourself. You are a nameless of the Astral Express. You have always been free to come and go as you please. So why did you board the Sky Splitter with me when my grandfather gave us this mission?
Why? Because I also want the Wardance to go smoothly. For us Nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my two masters and made many new friends. I want the Wardance to go ahead without any problems. For everyone's sake.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March, may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious.
Thank you, Master Yunli.
According to Grandpa's plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if there have been any new developments.
Oh, there's a puzzle here. Ah, one of these. Damn it. Okay, good. Always hated this puzzle.
What do we have here?
Anything else on here?
According to Grandpa's plan.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Talk to the god. You're no fun.
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
How are the Cloud Knights doing? Have you noticed any wolves?
The Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Hua Yan's orders.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
Do you have a way to identify Borisons?
Unfortunately, we don't have any means to distinguish between Borisin and Foxians. However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working hard to investigate the source of the forged identities.
Tell me about how the Cloud Knights are currently deployed.
All Cloud Knights on the Sky Splitter have their own responsibilities and wouldn't dare neglect their posts.
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear that every Cloud Knight soldier we've met on the Sky Splitter is an elite warrior.
I would like to confirm if there has been any irregularities. In
Your
boarding.
timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency boarding request.
Ah, no.
An emergency boarding request.
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
You killed us all.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I will be fine by myself.
You doomed us all.
I have to check on this immediately.
Oh, wait. Is this the one I just did? Never mind. False alarm.
Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go?
Why is anyone guiding this room?
I'm going to count down from from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second!
What the hell, man?
It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
Shut up, you. Why didn't you say anything? You're not a boss in disguise, are you?
Wait! Even though the Borisin can disguise themselves, they can't turn into someone as short as me. Put your
shit.
sword away.
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hulei, so I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
Can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
A battle, I guess?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter is slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
The Wardance is about to begin.
No one's caring about it?
Make your way to the arena.
What do we have here? The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go.
Is he like singing or something?
Intercepting sword technique.
You never know.
Hello there.
Oh, come on. That we another robot.
Strange. Why is there no one here?
How did he even sneak this thing in?
Cloud Knights. They're over here.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the Wardance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations!
I'll catch up.
Yes, you! Right on time. Yes, you!
Dreams do come true.
I hit the mark. Spend freely.
My guiding light.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Wretched and fleeting.
Right on time.
Watch your head.
Till I will protect all beauty.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Melt! Descend to earth!
Yeah.
We found 2 wolves in the engine room. That means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas. Hule is already aboard the Sky Splitter!
There's no time to talk about this. The Wardance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borisin will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter. Let's go. We need to get to the Wardance ring.
Should we not be concerned about the giant crate here? No? Okay.
Come with me. To the ring. Intercepting sword technique. Lead through clouds. Yes, you. Descend to earth. Yes, you. Strike.
That didn't sound ominous at all.
Intercepting sword technique. Lead through clouds. Descend to earth.
Oh, I probably should have rolled for her. I was trying to save up for Fei Shao.
This way. We're not too late. Intercepting. Lead through clouds. Yes, you. Descend to earth.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Melt. Lead through clouds. Yes, you.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Within the self, not the... Melt!
Embrace virtue.
Mountains fall!
Look at that, a vacant wall of bodies. Like I didn't last too long. Who the hell's singing?
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Law. We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Law Fu's Luminary Wardance ceremony.
This is much of a turnout. Those seats are empty.
Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert. He is here today as our special guest host.
Oh, really?
Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the Wardance.
Your Wardance ends here.
I guess no Albert.
From this moment on, the Sky Splitter belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives!
I don't look like they're running.
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knight, prepare for battle.
Not a good idea for Foxians to be around.
That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
They're all gonna die. Seriously?
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Fei Shao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Law Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
And yet you still let him escape prison.
That jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down. Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Based on General Huayan's orders, it's time for me to take action.
Ah, crap.
You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borisin, are you? You're real Borisin, aren't you? Oh, looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yun Li and the others as soon as possible.
No dirty tricks, alright?
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
My guiding light. The beauty is eternal. I will protect all beauty.
You'll make good practice. Yeah.
Let's improvise.
The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Unicorn, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
Puzzle.
Nice job!
Catch up.
Watch your head.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Not very sportsmanlike.
Will them get messed up? Dreams do come true.
Hedge your bets. Huh?
Embrace virtue. Wretched and fleeting.
You'll make good practice. Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
Will them get messed up? Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Ready to shine. Yeah!
Sure, I'll play along.
The beauty is eternal.
I know the bosses are raiding the ship, but puzzles are everything. They're always first compared to people's lives. Never mind. Alright, let's see. Interesting how there's two here. Easy.
Fighting skills and stratagem. You can't have one without the other. The hall below the ring. I remember it being this way.
Under the careful planning and deliberation of the generals, you are about to face the powerful boss and enemies. You should make preparations before advancing forward. Okay. Let's get Firefly out. Just to be on the safe side.
Don't be nervous.